10 creepiest abandoned hotels in the world. What if I told you some hotels didn't just shut down, they were left behind in a hurry, with strange stories no one can explain? Dark hallways, untouched rooms, and secrets frozen in time. Are you ready to see what still haunts these places? Hit subscribe now, because this countdown is about to get really unsettling. Number 10. Sesame Hotel, Taiwan. Hidden in the city of Taoyuan, the Sesame Hotel once welcomed tourists from all around the world when it opened in 1976. It was designed as a five-star resort with grand hallways, warm lighting, and a lively atmosphere that made it feel full of life. But when tourism began shifting to other parts of Taiwan and the hotel struggled to keep up with competition, it eventually shut down in 2008. After closing, strange stories started spreading. Locals claimed the elevator still moved between floors, even though the power was disconnected, and visitors reported hearing footsteps echo through empty hallways. With time, nature began taking over, climbing the walls and entering broken windows, giving the hotel an eerie, abandoned look. Today, the Sesame Hotel lives on as one of Asia's most whispered-about ghost hotels, attracting explorers who want a taste of mystery. Number 9. Holiday Inn, Beirut, Lebanon. This 26-story hotel once promised luxury and modern comfort when it opened in Beirut in 1974. It was built with a revolving restaurant on the top floor and was supposed to become a landmark of the city's bright future. But that dream lasted less than 1 year. When the Lebanese Civil War erupted in 1975, the Holiday Inn became the center of the infamous Battle of the Hotels, where opposing forces fought from room to room. The hotel was hit with rockets, explosives, and heavy gunfire, leaving massive holes in the structure. After the war, the building stood empty, its windows shattered and walls burnt. Today, it remains abandoned, still towering over the city but frozen in conflict, a silent reminder of a painful past. Number 8. Grossinger's Catskill Resort Hotel, United States. Grossinger's was once the jewel of New York's Catskill Mountains, famous for entertainment, sports, and glamorous holiday experiences. Its indoor pool, skiing area, and dance halls made it a hotspot from the 1940s to the 1970s. But as air travel became popular, people preferred beaches and international destinations, and the resort slowly lost visitors. In 1986, after decades of decline, it finally shut down. Left untouched for years, the hotel became a relic of a bygone era. Chairs still sit around empty dining rooms, tiles from the Olympic-sized pool remain in place, and forgotten suitcases are still scattered in some rooms. Nature has grown over the entire property, turning it into one of America's most atmospheric abandoned resorts. Number 7. Polissya Hotel, Pripyat, Ukraine. Built in the early 1980s, the Polissya Hotel was meant to host tourists visiting the rising Soviet city of Pripyat. With a rooftop restaurant and modern architecture, it represented the bright future the region was aiming for. But after the Chernobyl disaster in 1986, the entire city was evacuated within hours. The hotel, along with everything else, was left behind forever. Inside, furniture still sits where guests once enjoyed their meals, and the hallways feel frozen in time. Radiation, weather, and decay have eaten away at the structure, giving it a haunting and surreal mood. The hotel now stands as an eerie reminder of how quickly life can change, and why Pripyat became one of the world's most famous ghost cities. Number 6. Ryugyong Hotel, North Korea. In 1987, North Korea announced an ambitious project, a massive pyramid-shaped hotel meant to be the tallest in the world. Named the Ryugyong Hotel, it was supposed to symbolize national pride and futuristic development. But as the country faced economic struggles in the early 1990s, construction stopped. The giant concrete shell stood unfinished for many years, earning nicknames like the Hotel of Doom. Although work resumed several times and the exterior glass panels were eventually completed, the building still remains unopened and empty inside. For more than 3 decades, it has dominated Pyongyang's skyline, impressing unique vacation homes. At first, construction moved quickly, and dozens of castles began rising across the valley. But after the economic crisis in 2008, the company went bankrupt, forcing work to stop abruptly. Now, nearly 600 half-finished gray castles stand silently under the open sky, giving the place a strange, ghostly feel. With no residents, no tourists, and no movement, the entire project looks like a forgotten movie set abandoned in the middle of nowhere. Number 4. Kupari, Croatia. Once a shining coastal escape for Yugoslav military officials and their families, Kupari offered 5 luxury hotels lined up perfectly along the Adriatic Sea. These buildings had grand lobbies, polished floors, and private beaches, making them some of the most desired holiday spots in the region. But during the Croatian War of Independence in the early 1990s, the area was evacuated and left in ruins. Today, the hotels still stand tall but empty, with shattered windows, rusted balconies, and hallways overtaken by vines and graffiti. Walk through Kupari now, and you'll find an entire beachfront resort frozen in decay. Quiet, beautiful, and haunting all at once. Number 3. Hotel Belvédère, Switzerland. Sitting along the iconic Furka Pass Road, the Hotel Belvédère once offered travelers breathtaking views of the Rhone Glacier. Tourists from around the world stayed here to enjoy the winding mountain roads, pure air, and scenic landscape. But over the years, the glacier began shrinking at a shocking pace due to rising temperatures. Eventually, with fewer visitors stopping by, the hotel closed in 2016. The building still stands on its curved mountain perch, surrounded by dramatic cliffs and crisp wind. Though empty, it remains one of the most recognizable and photographed abandoned hotels in Europe. Number 2. Varosha, Cyprus. Varosha was once the star attraction of Famagusta, a glittering district full of beaches, nightclubs, and luxury hotels. Celebrities and wealthy tourists filled the area in the early 1970s, and some of the Mediterranean's finest resorts were located here. But everything changed in 1974 during the Turkish invasion of Cyprus. The entire district was fenced off and left untouched. Buildings remain exactly as they were, with old cars, fading signs, and broken furniture still inside the hotels. The streets echo with emptiness, making Varosha one of the most fascinating and eerie abandoned tourist zones in the world. Number 1. Hachijo Royal Hotel, Japan. Built on the tropical island of Hachijojima in the 1960s, the Hachijo Royal Hotel was once a paradise getaway for Japanese travelers. Designed like a European palace, it featured grand rooms, arched windows, and lush gardens. But as travel habits changed and air travel made foreign vacations more appealing, the resort couldn't keep up. It closed in the early 2000s, and nature quickly claimed every corner of the structure. Today, thick trees grow through doorways, ferns cover staircases, and vines wrap tightly around balconies. The hotel looks like a mysterious palace swallowed by the jungle, silent, forgotten, yet stunningly beautiful in its decay. Conclusion: these abandoned hotels remind us that even the grandest places can fall silent, leaving behind only shadows and unanswered questions. Their empty halls, frozen moments, and eerie histories stay with us long after we look away. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more haunting, mysterious explorations.